My journey began long before the plane wheels touched the tarmac. It started with a dream, a whisper of a faraway land that called to me in the quiet moments of my everyday life. The anticipation built with every passing day, every article read, and every photograph seen. Bali, the name itself sounded like a promise of adventure, a symphony of exotic sounds and vibrant colors. It conjured images of lush landscapes, ancient temples, and a culture steeped in tradition. It was a destination that held the allure of the unknown, a place where I hoped to find something new within myself. As the plane began its descent, I pressed my face to the window, my heart pounding with excitement. The world below transformed from a blanket of clouds into a tapestry of breathtaking scenery. I was catching my first real look. Deep blue ocean stretched out before me, an endless expanse of shimmering water that met the horizon. It was a sight that instantly calmed my nerves and filled me with a sense of wonder. And then, the bright green land emerged, a vibrant contrast to the blue. Lush, tropical vegetation carpeted the island, promising hidden waterfalls and secret gardens. I could make out tiny boats dotting the coastline and white waves crashing against the shore, creating a mesmerizing dance of water and sand. The air outside the airport was thick, sweet and new, a fragrant blend of incense, flowers, and the salty sea. It was a sensory overload in the best possible way, a welcome change from the sterile air of the airplane. Bali wrapped around me instantly, embracing me with its warmth and energy. It was as if the island itself was alive, breathing and pulsating with a vibrant spirit. Mopeds buzzed through the streets like swarms of bees. People laughed freely and openly, their faces radiating joy. And in the distance, traditional music played. The island was alive with a symphony of sounds, a constant reminder of its rich cultural heritage. Temples with intricate stone carving stood proudly beside modern shops, a seamless blend of the ancient and the contemporary. Women in colorful sarongs balanced baskets on their heads with effortless grace, their movements fluid and elegant. Bright offerings of flowers and rice dotted the streets, small tokens of gratitude and devotion placed with care. It was a constant reminder of Bali's deep spirituality, a pervasive sense of reverence that permeated every aspect of life. That evening, I sat on my balcony, the warm breeze caressing my skin. I was listening as the day faded into the gentle chirping of crickets, their song a soothing lullaby. The sky transformed into a canvas of vibrant colors, a breathtaking display of purples, oranges, and pinks. I felt a peace wash over me, a sense of belonging that I hadn't anticipated. It was as if I had come home. I wasn't just a tourist passing through. I felt a genuine connection to the island's heart, to its people, and to its spirit. My adventure had truly begun, and I knew deep down that this journey would change me in ways I couldn't yet imagine. I couldn't wait to see what secrets Bali would share, what hidden corners I would discover, and what lessons I would learn. This was more than just a holiday, more than just a vacation. It was the start of something unforgettable, a journey of self-discovery that would stay with me long after I left its shores. The next morning I woke with one thought: the beach. Seminyak Beach was a postcard come to life. Golden sand, turquoise water, sun sparkling on the waves. I walked barefoot along the shore, waves cooling my feet, watching surfers and families at play. The air was filled with simple, infectious joy. As afternoon faded, the beach transformed. Beanbags appeared, music drifted from cafes, and the sky blushed pink and orange. We all gathered for the sunset, strangers united by nature's show. The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in fiery colors. Silence fell as everyone watched, captivated. In that moment, I felt small but deeply connected to the world. The memory of that sunset, the peace and beauty, would stay with me forever. Bali's magic was real. My journey took me inland to Ubud, Bali's cultural heart. The Ubud art market was a sensory explosion. Incense, street food, and fresh wood mingled in the air. Stalls overflowed with colorful sarongs, woven bags, silk scarves, and silver jewelry. Artists painted and carved, their hands moving with practiced skill. Sellers greeted me with warm smiles and friendly calls. I chatted with a woman selling dream catchers, learning their meaning through gestures and laughter. I bought a hand-carved wooden turtle, a story, not just a souvenir. The market was chaotic, joyful, and alive, a true slice of Bali's spirit. I left with more than goods. I carried the energy and creativity of the place. Ubud market was the beating heart of Bali's culture. Exploring a new place always starts with food, doesn't it? It's the most direct way to connect with a culture, to understand its history and its people. The aromas, the textures, the spices, they all tell a story. One evening, while wandering through the streets, a smoky, sweet aroma, so incredibly enticing, led me to a tiny warung, a local eatery. The air was thick with the promise of something delicious. There, a man grilled skewers over hot coals, fanning the flames with practiced ease. The sight was mesmerizing, the smell intoxicating. It was my first satay. He smiled, a warm, genuine smile that made me feel instantly welcome, and offered, "Satay ayam," explaining it was chicken satay. He then served it on a vibrant green banana leaf, the traditional way, the natural plate, adding to the authenticity of the experience. The satay was drenched in thick, rich peanut sauce and topped with crispy fried onions, a combination that looked and smelled absolutely divine. I eagerly sat on a small plastic stool, pulling it up to a simple wooden table, anticipation building with every passing second. The chicken was incredibly tender, perfectly cooked, and infused with a smoky flavor from the charcoal grill. And the peanut sauce. Oh, the sauce. It was sweet, savory, spicy, and utterly unforgettable. A symphony of flavors dancing on my tongue. I devoured every single skewer, savoring every last drop of that incredible peanut sauce. I didn't want the experience to end. In that busy alley, surrounded by the sounds and smells of Bali, I found pure, unadulterated happiness. It was so much more than just a meal. It was an immersion into the heart of Balinese culture. It was a true taste of real Bali, a glimpse into the soul of the island through its cuisine. That night, I learned that ayam meant chicken, a small piece of the language unlocked by a simple skewer of satay. And I also learned that the best food, the most authentic and memorable experiences, are often found in the simplest, most unassuming places. That first satay sparked my culinary adventure, igniting a passion for exploring the diverse flavors of Indonesia. Each bite after that was a new discovery, a new story waiting to be told through the taste buds. Food quickly became my way into Bali's soul, a key that unlocked the secrets of its culture and its people. The island's flavors were as vibrant and captivating as its breathtaking landscapes, a feast for all the senses. From that moment on, I was completely hooked, forever chasing the next delicious adventure. I had to see Bali's rice terraces for myself. With Wayan, my local driver, I wound through peaceful villages to Tegalalang. Suddenly the valley opened, layers of green paddies carved into the hillside, more vivid than any photo. This was a living masterpiece shaped by generations of farmers. I walked narrow paths between terraces, water trickling through ancient irrigation channels. Farmers in conical hats worked with steady rhythm, smiling as I passed. I tried the famous swing, soaring over the valley, feeling pure freedom and joy. The view was breathtaking, palm trees, blue sky, endless green. Tegalalang was more than a view. It was a symbol of Bali's harmony with nature. The terraces told a story of ingenuity and tradition. I left inspired by the land and its people. The best part of travel is meeting new people. In Bali, connections came easily. The people were warm, welcoming, and genuine. Simple moments buying water, asking directions became meaningful conversations. I watched an old man weave baskets under a banyan tree he invited me to try, and we laughed at my clumsy attempt. Another day, a young woman named Kadak opened a coconut for me, sharing her dream of owning a restaurant. These small encounters were the true heart of my trip. I learned about family bonds, deep beliefs, and resilience. Behind Bali's beauty, its people shone brightest. Their kindness turned my holiday into a journey of discovery. Each conversation left me happier and more connected. The real treasure of Bali was its people. Their stories stayed with me. I felt at home. No trip to Bali is complete without seeing a sea temple. I chose Tanah Lot, perched on a rock just off the coast. Arriving at low tide, I walked across wet sand to the temple's base, where a holy spring flowed. Locals lined up for blessings, faces touched with reverence. I found a spot on the cliffs, joining hundreds waiting for sunset. The temple, waves, and sky glowed gold as the sun sank. The sound of the ocean was a powerful soundtrack. Awe and wonder filled me. This was why the temple was built here. As the sky exploded with color, Tanah Lot's silhouette was unforgettable. I stayed until stars appeared, feeling peace and gratitude. It was a perfect blend of nature's beauty and human faith. My culinary journey continued, leading me to a dish that truly embodies the spirit of Bali, Nasi Campur. It's a dish I'll never forget. Nasi Campur, meaning mixed rice, is more than just a meal. It's a reflection of Bali's diverse flavors and culinary traditions all on one plate. It's a symphony of tastes. Eager to experience an authentic version, a local friend directed me to a family-run warung, a small, traditional eatery. These warungs are the heart of Balinese cuisine. As I approached, a glass counter revealed a tempting buffet of dishes, each one a vibrant representation of Balinese cooking. The colors alone were captivating. With so many options, I decided to point to a few that caught my eye, starting with the ayam bakar, a succulent grilled chicken. The aroma was irresistible. Next, I chose the coconut vegetables, a creamy and flavorful side dish known as sayur, cooked in rich coconut milk. I couldn't resist the spicy egg or telur balado coated in a fiery chili sauce. It looked incredibly appetizing. Then, I added some fried tofu, tahu goreng, for a bit of crispy texture. And finally, I opted for the pulled pork, babi guling, a Balinese specialty. All these flavorful components were generously arranged around a bed of fluffy white rice. Taking my first bite was like embarking on a culinary adventure. Each bite was a new discovery. The flavors danced on my palate. Smoky, creamy, spicy, crispy, and savory, all harmonizing perfectly. A spoonful of fiery sambal, a chili-based condiment, brought all the elements together, adding an extra kick. Eating Nasi Campur in that humble warung was like touring Bali's diverse landscapes and cultural heritage through its flavors. It was a complete culinary experience in one single meal. What amazed me was that every plate was different, depending on the warung and the available dishes, making every visit a chance to discover a new favorite combination. It was simple, incredibly cheap, and utterly delicious, a true testament to the beauty of Balinese cuisine. Nasi Campur became a perfect and affordable way to experience the essence of the island's culture and culinary traditions. I found myself returning to different warungs again and again, eager to explore the endless variations of this iconic dish. Before I knew it, Nasi Campur had become my go-to meal, my reliable source of deliciousness and cultural immersion. It perfectly captured the incredible diversity and richness of Balinese cooking, showcasing the depth of flavors and the artistry of traditional recipes. For me, food became more than just sustenance. It was my window into the heart and soul of Balinese culture. With every bite of Nasi Campur, I felt like I was tasting the very soul of the island, connecting with its traditions and its people. My last day in Bali came too soon. I sat by the sea, waves rolling in, memories swirling, Seminyak's sun, Ubud's market, Tegalalang's green, Satay's flavor, Nasi Campur's variety. This was more than a holiday. It was a journey of discovery, of Bali and of myself. I found peace in sunsets, joy in simple moments, and connection in every smile. Bali slowed me down, made me notice life's small beauties. The people taught me kindness, grace, and spirituality. Their warmth was the island's true treasure. As I left, I felt only gratitude. Bali is not just a place. It's a feeling I'll carry forever. As the plane lifted off, I knew this was not goodbye, but until we meet again,